guys, what's up? This is another video review brought to you by buymeaniphone.com, and today guys I have an app review for you, and this is an app called MailTones, which is a really cool application that allows you to change the sound, the alert sound that your iPhone makes whenever you get emails. And previously this is something that you weren't able to do on the iPhone unless you were jailbroken, but now there's an application that allows you to do this. Really cool app, one of the coolest ones I've seen in a great deal of time. So I'm going to show you with the close-up camera on the iPhone and just kind of give you guys a run-through of this app and show you how it works, okay? So let's go to the close-up camera now. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you the application called MailTones. You can see right in the center right there. So let's go ahead and open up the application and show you the different options that are available. So guys, this application is made so you can change the alert sounds for whenever you get emails. And so of course this is not something that Apple has built into the iPhone, because you can only use one sound effect for your emails, and that's pretty much it. Unless you have a jailbroken iPhone, you can't change this. So this application MailTones is something that I haven't seen this before, and my iPhone isn't currently jailbroken, and this is one of the things I really missed about, because as you know, especially those of you that have a spouse or a significant other that uses an iPhone, when you both get emails, you don't know who it is, which phone is getting the email. It makes the same exact noise. And as many iPhones as there are out there, everyone has the same exact alert tone for their emails. So this is the one where you can actually customize it. And so I wasn't quite sure how they figured this out, but it really makes a lot of sense now that I've actually checked out the application. So first off, let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom. In order to get this application to work, you have to forward your emails to that email address. So for me, I have my Gmail account. I have to go into Gmail, go into my settings, and tell it to forward all my emails to this email address that's listed right here. So what's going to happen is when you get that email, your email will get forwarded to this email address, and then it'll send an alert to the application to let it know that you have an email, and the sound will come on. It'll make the tone, okay? So that's the first thing you have to do when you set it up. So here's some of the options, okay? Default mail tone. So this is basically the sound it'll make every time you get an email. And I'll go ahead and play some of these so you guys can get an example of what they'll sound like. So you can have an alert, which is no alert, silent, and that you probably didn't even hear that because my volume was down all the way. I'm going to play all of these for you so you can know what they sound like. Let me lower it down because it might be too loud. Okay, let's keep going. Keep scrolling. There's quite a few of them in here. That sounds familiar, right?
You have mail.
So obviously some of these tones are a lot more obnoxious than the others. I kind of like twinkle. It's a nice little subtle sound. So that's the sound I use for mine. So after that we have friend matching. So you can actually, if there's emails you get from certain people a lot, you can customize the sound that their emails make on your phone. So for right now, for Amy, whenever she sends me an email, I have the sound effect for bubble. Okay? If you want to add them, you can pick people from the list right here and select which context you want to use and the sounds it'll make for those different emails. You can also do subject matching. So if there's certain subjects, like if you know that you get a same email, one scenario I might think is if you have like an auto response or something, or like a mailing list that you have set up somewhere, or like say for Twitter, if you want to get a special little email sound every time someone follows you on Twitter, you could add that subject line, you know, the usual subject line that you get for your Twitters from Twitter, letting you know that you have someone following you. You can have that added to it, or you can actually add the domain. So domain matching is something you can add to there as well. If someone's email from like at whatever gmail.com, anyone that has Gmail email addresses, whenever they send you an email, it'll make a special sound for those specific at Gmail, or if it's at AOL, or if it's whatever it is, any of those domains. What is this here? Communication problems. We haven't been able to send you your changes. Please try again. I don't know what that error was about. Let's keep on going now. So that's the domain matching. So then we have settings. So mail tone sounds. I wanted to make the sound. Show alerts, which is actually it gives you an alert button bubble that pops up on your lock screen, letting you know. It gives you a little bit piece of your email, telling you who just emailed you, which is really nice. So you don't even have to unlock your phone to see who the email is from or what it is about. It kind of gives you a brief intro about that. So that's show alerts, and the new feature that they added, which is awesome, which is something because I used to have on my phone was jailbroken an application similar to this. And then one of the features that it had, that this one didn't have it at the beginning when it first came out, was Do Not Disturb. So you can actually set this to do not make any noises for your emails between certain period times of the day. So for me, from 11 p.m. to 6:30 a.m., I don't want to hear my emails coming in. My phone would just vibrate, which is pretty nice, especially if you have one of those really loud, obnoxious noises for your emails. You don't want that going off in the middle of the night when someone from Tokyo or Hong Kong just emailed you at 4 a.m. in the morning, right? So that's something you could turn off between certain periods of time. Awesome feature. I love that. I'm really glad they added that to there. And that's pretty much it. So mail forwarding, I just showed that to you. So I guys, quick demonstration of how this will work. So here we are. I'm starting a new email. I'm going to be sending this to myself, okay? So we'll go ahead and send this out real quick. There it goes. Let's go into the lock screen real fast. So see how long it takes for that sound. There you go. So this is what it tells you. It says who it's from, Omar Correa, which is me, and the subject of the email, which is test. And so this is on my lock screen, so I don't even have to unlock it to see what the email is about, which is really awesome. So swipe it open across. And the thing to keep in mind, guys, I noticed is that see the email, it doesn't show that the email has gone through. And usually what happens is it'll make that first sound, the custom sound, and then when the actual email comes straight to the iPhone mail app, it'll make the regular normal mail sound that your iPhone always makes. And so let's see if that happens here. Still not doing it. See, this is the one thing that's kind of loud. So usually what I have to do is I'll have to come over here, do the refresh. Let's do it again. There it goes. So there. Well, that always gives me the error message, but so there it gives you that. There's an email right there, so it just showed up. So it still makes the regular noise. Yes, I know. It still gives me the regular noise after it makes that custom sound. Now let me show you guys one thing to keep in mind when you are using this application is you do have to have push notification turned on. So you have to go to notifications, and for MailTones it's right there. So you have sounds and alerts. So alerts, if you want to take the alerts off, you can do that, and you can just have or the sounds, and it'll just vibrate for the alert. And the alert is what it actually shows. The alert message, a little bubble, so you can turn it off if you don't want to see that. I don't know why you would want to turn it off. And if you want to turn off the sound, you can turn off the sound. But you have to have your notifications turned on in order to use that. So I'm not sure. I have kind of noticed my battery life has been a little bit different since because I usually don't keep my push notifications on. You know, MailTones did notify me. I asked them about that, and they said there should be no more extra power consumption than normal, just because your push notification is turned on. So they rest assured that is not an issue with the application. But I don't know. I just noticed that kind of slightly that my battery life is a little bit different when I have push notification turned on. So that's the application, guys. Really cool product. I would definitely recommend you guys go checking this out. Now, I believe this retails for, I actually don't know off the top of my head, but I'll post it in the description. And I'll obviously, if you guys have watched this from the beginning of the introduction, I put the price in there as well. So you can get this from the App Store. And like I said, guys, this application is called MailTones. So go check it out. This is another video review brought to you by BuyMeAnIPhone.com.